On a typical Tuesday morning, London was alive with its usual hustle and bustle. Iconic red buses and black cabs navigated the morning traffic as the sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over the historic skyline. But this day was about to take an unexpected turn that would grab the attention of both locals and the world. A brand new Tesla Cybertruck, fresh from California, had just made its grand debut in the UK. With its bold, angular design and futuristic allure, this vehicle had been the talk of the town long before it arrived. Both enthusiasts and skeptics were eager to see it in action on London's streets. As the Cybertruck cruised through central London, turning heads and drawing stares, it was soon pulled over by the local police. The sight of this avant-garde vehicle being stopped by a police car was both surprising and intriguing to onlookers. A bobby, looking both curious and incredulous, approached the vehicle. His expression was a mix of fascination and disbelief. This was no ordinary traffic stop. It was clear that the officer was dealing with something entirely out of the ordinary. After a brief inspection, the officer placed a seizure notice on the futuristic windshield. The notice, stark against the sleek design of the Cybertruck, indicated that this vehicle was not going anywhere anytime soon. The reason? This technological marvel, celebrated as the future of electric vehicles, was deemed illegal to drive on British roads. Despite its cutting-edge technology and innovative design, the Cybertruck had run afoul of the UK's stringent vehicle regulations. The Cybertruck's angular design and sci-fi aesthetics were a stark contrast to the more traditional vehicles typically seen on British roads. While its unique appearance was celebrated by many, it also raised concerns about meeting local safety standards. The Cybertruck's bold look and advanced features have made it a favorite among tech enthusiasts and forward-thinking drivers. However, this same design has also raised eyebrows among regulators and safety experts. The vehicle's radical design has been both its biggest selling point and its greatest challenge. Crowds have flocked to see it at auto shows and on the streets, marveling at its futuristic appearance. Yet, behind the admiration lies a series of engineering quirks that have put it at odds with established safety norms. But behind its radical looks lie some serious engineering quirks that put it at odds with UK road safety regulations. The Cybertruck's design, while innovative, includes features that do not align with the safety standards set by UK authorities. These discrepancies have made it a subject of intense scrutiny. The UK's road safety regulations are among the strictest in the world. They are designed to ensure that all vehicles on the road meet high standards of safety and reliability. Unfortunately for the Cybertruck, its design includes elements that are not compliant with these regulations. What works in California doesn't necessarily work in the land of roundabouts and double-decker buses. The Cybertruck, which had no trouble navigating the highways of California, found itself in a very different situation on the streets of London. The differences in road design, traffic patterns, and safety standards between the two regions became glaringly apparent. This incident sparked a debate. Can cutting-edge innovation coexist with stringent safety standards? The seizure of the Cybertruck ignited discussions among experts, policymakers, and the general public. Some argued that regulations need to evolve to accommodate new technologies, while others insisted that safety should never be compromised. This wasn't just a case of a few missed paperwork. The issues with the Cybertruck went beyond administrative oversights. The vehicle's design and features presented fundamental challenges to the existing safety framework. It was a clash between innovation and regulation, with no easy resolution in sight. The Cybertruck, in its current form, directly contradicts several key UK safety codes. From its unconventional shape to its advanced materials, the vehicle posed multiple compliance issues. These included concerns about pedestrian safety, visibility, and structural integrity in the event of a collision. Let's break down why this futuristic vehicle is about as welcome on British roads as a snowstorm in July. The Cybertruck's design, while groundbreaking, includes features that are not compatible with the UK's road safety requirements. These include its sharp angles, which could pose a risk to pedestrians, and its advanced materials, which may not perform as expected in the UK's variable weather conditions. The vehicle's size and weight also present challenges, particularly on narrow, winding roads. In short, while the Cybertruck represents the future of automotive design, it still has a long way to go before it can be fully embraced on British roads. Let's kick things off with the Cybertruck's weight issue. This futuristic beast, with its sharp lines and sturdy build, is undeniably a head-turner. But its massive weight is raising eyebrows. This machine is no lightweight. It tips the scales way beyond what we see with regular vehicles. In fact, it surpasses the legal weight limits for UK roads, which are designed for much lighter traffic. British roads, with their historic bridges and narrow lanes, weren't built for such heavyweights. These roads have been around for centuries, and their infrastructure is quite fragile. The Cybertruck's weight puts a lot of stress on the road surface, leading to damage and expensive repairs. The resulting cracks and potholes are a nightmare for local councils. Picture this: a Cybertruck rumbling through the Cotswolds, a region famous for its charming villages and peaceful landscapes. Its weight turning quaint country lanes into a crumbling mess. The damage isn't just on the surface. It can lead to serious structural issues over time. Not a pretty sight, right? Local residents are understandably worried about the potential for increased road damage and the hefty repair bills. The extra weight also affects braking distances, which is a major safety concern. It makes it harder for the vehicle to stop safely in emergencies. This is especially dangerous on the winding and often slippery roads of the UK. The added weight means the tires have to work harder to maintain grip, especially during sharp turns or sudden maneuvers. Compared to the average car, the Cybertruck's size and weight are significantly greater, making parking and maneuvering in tight spaces a real challenge. In busy urban areas, this can lead to increased risks for pedestrians and other road users. The sheer bulk of the vehicle can obstruct views and make it harder to navigate through crowded streets. While the Cybertruck's electric nature is a step forward for reducing emissions, its weight remains a significant drawback. As we move towards a future of sustainable transportation, it's crucial to consider not just the environmental impact, but also the practical implications of such heavy vehicles on our roads. The Cybertruck is a marvel of modern engineering, but its weight is a challenge that needs addressing for it to be truly road-friendly in the UK. Let's dive into the striking design of the Cybertruck. Inspired by the sleek lines of a stealth bomber, the Cybertruck's design is more suited for a sci-fi movie than city streets. Those razor-sharp edges, while visually stunning, are a real threat to pedestrians and cyclists. In a collision, the Cybertruck's rigid design could cause much more harm than a traditional vehicle. This has raised alarms among UK regulators who are laser-focused on pedestrian safety. Picture a Cybertruck brushing past a cyclist on a tight London street. The outcome could be far worse than if it were a car with softer, rounded edges. One major issue with the Cybertruck is its unique lighting system, which has sparked a lot of debate. While its headlights and taillights look cutting-edge and futuristic, they fall short of the UK Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency's strict regulations. In the UK, vehicle lights must adhere to specific brightness levels, beam patterns, and positioning to ensure road safety. These rules are in place to guarantee that drivers have optimal visibility and to minimize the risk of accidents, especially at night. Unfortunately, the Cybertruck's lighting system, which prioritizes style over functionality, doesn't comply with these rigorous standards. Its headlights, with their unconventional shape and brightness, can dazzle oncoming drivers, posing a significant safety hazard. The Tesla Cybertruck features a robust, nearly indestructible steel exoskeleton. Impressive, right? But hold on. This futuristic design, while visually stunning and seemingly invincible, brings its own set of challenges and controversies. While this design might protect its occupants in a crash, it also makes the vehicle less safe for others on the road. The Cybertruck's tough exterior is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offers unparalleled protection for those inside, but on the other, it poses significant risks to other road users. In a collision with a smaller vehicle, the Cybertruck's rigidity would transfer more impact force to the other vehicle, potentially increasing the severity of injuries for its occupants. This is particularly concerning in urban environments where smaller cars, cyclists, and pedestrians are more common. This goes against the principle of crash compatibility, a key aspect of UK vehicle safety regulations. Crash compatibility ensures that vehicles of different sizes and weights can coexist on the roads without disproportionately endangering each other. British regulations encourage vehicles to be designed to crumple upon impact, absorbing and distributing the force of a collision to protect both the driver and those in other vehicles. This concept, known as crumple zones, is a fundamental aspect of modern vehicle safety design. The Cybertruck, with its unyielding structure, seems to have missed this memo. Its design prioritizes the safety of its occupants at the expense of others, which is a significant departure from the safety philosophies embraced by many countries, including the UK. The idea behind crumple zones is to create a buffer that absorbs the energy of a crash, reducing the force that reaches the occupants. This not only protects those inside the vehicle, but also minimizes the impact on other vehicles involved in the collision. The Cybertruck's design, however, does not incorporate these principles. Its rigid structure means that in the event of a crash, the force is not absorbed but rather transferred, leading to potentially more severe outcomes for other road users. This raises important questions about the suitability of such a vehicle on public roads, especially in densely populated areas where the safety of all road users must be considered. The Cybertruck's design, while innovative, may need to be re-evaluated to ensure it aligns with broader safety standards. As automotive technology continues to evolve, it is crucial that safety remains a top priority. Vehicles like the Cybertruck represent a bold step forward in design, but they must also adhere to established safety norms to ensure they are truly roadworthy. Built like a tank, the Cybertruck is undoubtedly a marvel of engineering. However, its road legality and safety for all users remain topics of ongoing debate. As we look to the future, balancing innovation with safety will be key to the success of such groundbreaking vehicles.